What's up? What's up? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Double A here. Double A is here live in effect. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited about this and brand new show, the debut of the new show, Chopping It Up with Double A, man. What's going on here? Chopping It Up with Double A. Welcome to Chopping It Up with Double A here. I think we had some, wasn't sure if we're live yet. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? This is Double A here. And welcome, man. Welcome on to the show. I'm really excited about this because this is a new show that I'm doing. And it's going to be something that I'm going to do probably once a month. It's going to be unadulterated, unedited, unscripted. And it's fun. It's going to be, we're just going to have fun with it, man. We're just going to have fun with it. I'm just going to come on here and we're gonna shoot the shit, and we're gonna promote people. We're gonna bring on musicians. We're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff, man. And tonight's debut episode of Chopping It Up with Double A, we got two special guests here, man, tonight. And if you're not ready for this, you will be very soon, because the first guest is ready. He's ready to go. He's backstage now. He is the host of the Talking Again podcast, and that's Fidel. And we also have my man, Jose Ramos, of the host of Ranting with Ramos Podcast, man. So we got two podcast professionals in the house, ready to go. Fidel, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, bro. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has been podcasting, I think, almost 3 years now. He has a very successful podcast. It's super cool setup. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. He has his own little studio set up, man, and I'm very jealous. I'm envious, actually. I shouldn't say I'm jealous. I'm envious, man, because it's a very cool studio. Hi, Cruiser. What's up? What's up, man? And by the way, this is an interactive show. We're going to welcome people here in the comments. If you have a question or comment, we'll post it on the screen. I'll do the best I can to post it, and then we'll have our guest address it. Okay. But like I was saying, my man he's been podcasting the better part of almost 3 years, I want to say. And I was recently I got the honor to appear on his podcast in December, and I had a blast being in that studio, man. The tap, as he likes to call it, the tap room. And he's here, man. He's here to share, and we're going to check in with him, see what he's been doing. And he will be here for our first segment, and then followed by by that segment, we'll have our second guest, my man, Jose Ramos. But let's go ahead and bring him on. He's already drinking a brewski, as I can say. Please welcome Fidel Avendaño Jr., the Talking Again podcast. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How we doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Bro, I feel like I was in the green room at like the Johnny Carson show or something like that.
Yeah. Did you get the? I know you wanted. You said no green M&Ms.
Oh no, no greens. You're good. You got all the colors that I requested. So I got the gift basket. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I am a bit of a diva, I hear.
Oh, bro. No, hey, I'm glad we were able to accommodate you, man. You know, that's what we're here for, brother.
Hey, how's the audio? Can you hear me well?
Yeah, we're good, man.
All right, good.
Yeah, no, hey, man, thank you so much for taking the time to be here, man. Well, how are you doing, Fidel?
I'm good, man. Today was another blessed day. You know, a little bit of that 9 to 5 work was well. Got to spend some time with my youngest, the 2-year-old. That was fun. As the 10-year-old went shopping with mama. So yeah, man, it was fun. Just relaxing, just chilling.
Good, man. Yeah, that's good.
Always grinding, always working at after hours too.
Yeah, you're a productive guy, brother. I know that.
Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, so how's man? So how's everything going, man? How's I think the podcast is doing really well, man. You just had mean, every week you got a great guest, amazing guest. I know you just had my man Young Quicks. I think you had him on, right?
Yeah, Young Quicks. He came on. We actually just did the tap room. So his episode was going to be released February 16th. Every Tuesday, 7 a.m. as I push out these episodes. So his will come out on next week on Tuesday. It'll be pretty fun. It was fun, dude. It was good. It was really cool. You know how it is over here in the tap room. I really don't get into so much of what you do, as your career or whatever. I mean, that's all great, but everybody kind of knows about that. I want to get to know the backstory, how it started, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt, brother. No, it's always fun to get more insight in a different insight, right?
Yeah.
I do the best I can to kind of have a unique interview, man. Have an original, unique, and get a different perspective. Something that's going to be different, and so there's something that you don't hear. Every interview. Is
Yeah.
try to be unique, try to be original. This is you're on the debut of chopping it up with Double A here, man, and so we're making history tonight. How does that feel?
That's awesome. No, it feels great. I'm blushing right now, as you can see. It's a pretty good feeling. I'm honored to be on the chatting with Double A, the first ever chatting with Double A. So and then also in good company with Jose Ramos of Ranting with Ramos. So yeah, that's cool, man. I think this is great what you're doing, man. Just getting more content out there, and what you're doing is you're just working out, making your podcast better. This is what it is. This is how we work out, is by talking and going live and communicating and and just working out all these kinks. Some of the things that I've in the process of me, like I said, 3 years of podcasting, give or take 3 years. I think May this year will be 3 years. But one of the things that I picked up on is how to listen to or watch another podcast and not profile it, or no pun intended, profile pod TV. But I just listen to it for the content and for the show and the entertainment. Entertainment use only, and try not to like pick out on little things, because that's not what I'm. And the only reason why is because I felt that it was affecting the way that I was conducting interviews. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to like change it up, and it's like you just said it earlier. Be unique, be yourself. And try not to copycat anybody else. That's probably the best way to do it.
It's fun. I find myself doing the same thing, Fidel. Listening to another podcast, or watching an interview. Kind of like you said, picking it apart in a way where you're kind of analyzing and it's also I kind of do that with sports, watching football or baseball, or what would I do in this situation, or what play would I call here? You know what I mean? Instead of just relaxing and taking it in for what it's meant for, right? Entertainment and having a good time with it. But yeah, man, it's interesting. That's an interesting take. As you can see, we have here in the comment section, my man Joe Sanchez is in the house. How you doing, brother? He's a good friend of mine. Pie Cruiser. Oh, it's okay. So you were on Driscoll Kids IG Live, huh? I didn't know that, man. I missed that.
Who's that? Pie Cruz was on there? Or what?
Pike,
I can't see the comments, so I don't know.
Oh, you're okay. You don't see the comments? Yeah, the little comment section here, and he's there right now. And he just mentioned that he saw you on Driscoll Kids IG Live yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And this guy is awesome. His
Driscoll
word
went on, and he kind of just shot it out there and said, "Hey man, can you come on real quick, whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, And yeah, he's taking a week off of the podcasting because moving, kind of getting the head straight, and he had a big move, so he's out in Whittier now. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Just got to chop it up a little bit with Driscoll,
No pun intended, right? No pun intended. Yeah. No, I love that guy, man. That guy's super intelligent, man. He has he does his IG lives pretty much every day. I think he's ready. He's more than ready to do a full-fledged podcast if that's what he wants to do, right? But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a podcast.
It's a podcast, It's just right now it's a IG only, but it's an IG podcast, And it's definitely a podcast. It's been a podcast. He's working out too, as you remember his first ever podcast to now where he is at now, and it's just it's the progression is amazing, you know. So, dude, 4 or 5 days a week, you got to get better, right? That's working out. Like I'm on once a week, you know, when I work out. Sometimes I record twice a week, um, but yeah,
Yeah.
that Driscoll's doing some crazy things, man. He's ready. He's setting up that, you know, that little apartment that he got, or I'm maybe a condo. I don't remember where he's staying at now, but that place that he's got, he's gonna kind of set up for like a studio, you know. So that's gonna be cool. You know, he's got some ideas. You know, maybe even inviting like a cook or a chef over. Maybe they can cook something on the show during the podcast. You know, he's gonna innovate it. You know, definitely gonna be a different type of a podcast, but it's gonna be interesting nonetheless.
You know, knowing that guy, man, he's gonna. It's certainly going to be innovative for sure, man. That's a good word to describe it. And yeah, I can't wait to see what he's going to have up his sleeve, man. Because you know, he's been doing. How long has he been doing his IG Live now, man?
I would say, kind of since the pandemic started, maybe or 2-3 months after. So maybe March or April, I think.
Oh yeah. He seems like he's very seasoned now, right? He's been doing it for years, bro.
Yeah, like I said,
You know?
doing it four times a week, it almost seems like it's doing it for. I mean, it might be comparable if you add up all the shows that he's done. He might be doing as much as that. I think I'm at 140, 150 shows, myself under my belt. But yeah, I mean, he's there.
Yeah, man. It's so we'll see what happens, man. But maybe we're going with the Talking Again podcast, bro. How are you feeling with everything that's going on, man? You know, you got great guests coming in, man. You're being consistent, and I mean, you've been doing this almost 3 years now, bro. And where do you see yourself right now, Fidel? What's the kind of the just kind of checking the temperature, man?
Yeah, you know, I've never thought of having any kind of a 3-year, 2-year, 1-year plan with the podcast. I just kind of just doing it week by week. You know, there's times when I couldn't get a guest, and I would do what I call the solo cast, when it's just me talking, and I'll bring up a subject, a topic, and then we just, you know, just shoot the shit. Those, believe it or not, are a workout in its own. You know, trying to get all this information, and you try to squeeze it into like 15 minutes. And sometimes you just gotta let that conversation with yourself breathe a little bit, and that's kind of hard when you're trying to, you know, you don't want to hear the silence, but it is challenging and it's fun. But I haven't been able to do a solo cast in a long time, and that's pretty good though, you know, because that means I'm right now I'm booked until like March. You know, I have shows all the way until March, middle of March, I think. I mean, we're going into April, and I'm almost to the point where I just need to stop contacting people and just wait, because you know, I booked like an interview with Mr. Dabs. You know, he's an entrepreneur, or what do they call him? Cannapreneur. I don't know, cannabis. He's in that cannabis, you know.
Oh, okay.
And he's a very inspiring guy, motivating dude. And I booked him like a month and a half ago, and he's not gonna come on the show until March. So.
Yeah, go ahead. Mr. Dabs, you said, I think, right?
Mr. Dabs, yeah. So, I mean, I wish I could have had him a little bit sooner, but that's just booking in advance. I don't really like it. I think I'm going to stop doing that. I'm just going to maybe within 2 weeks, you know, because it's just, I'm myself, I'm anxious, man. I can't wait to record with these people. And it's like, hurry up, you know, like maybe I should do one a day, like Driscoll Kid.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. And I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. I book. For myself, I book. You know, I'm like, I'm a month and a half out already, but I think that for me that works because, you know, I just for the sake of organization, and that way everything kind of flows better as the dates approach. And so, you know, so I'll record one episode, for example, this week, you know, and then so now I record every Tuesday, so you know. So now I can promote it and then get ready for the following week. And he's already booked. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to deal with it. But you know, to each his own. Everybody has their own style, right? Everybody has their own methods, and whatever works, man. But yeah, man, it's it's great to see you're doing your thing, brother. And I was catching your a little bit of your episode today with Gil Lozano. Is
Officer Lozano, yeah.
Officer Lozano, yeah, and you guys go way back, huh? Middle school.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that was a guy that I hadn't talked to in, you know, over 20 years. You know, and we just, you know, after you graduate from high school, everybody kind of goes their own way. and he was one of those good friends of mine. I mean, I was pretty close to everybody in high school. There wasn't too many people that I didn't talk to. Not like a popular guy, because I wasn't. It's just that I was always cool with everybody. So that guy, things I didn't know he was in the service, and then he was law enforcement already for over 14 plus years. And he had a lot to say, man. A lot. I mean, we talked for 2 hours. I had a break. I thought about breaking down the show. I probably should have just kept it to a 2-hour show, but I broke it down into 2 episodes, and I released one, which is very rare for me to do, on a Friday night. Yeah, and then that one didn't do too well, as far as like numbers. I really don't look at the numbers that much, but I was forced to, because I have a son, a 10-year-old, that's always telling me, Dad, you got this many views or whatever. I try to tell him that it's not about the views, man. It was about the conversation that we had, and we had an awesome conversation that I can't wait to have another one, 3 and 4, with that guy. So it'll be fun, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah, you got your analytics guy, huh?
Yeah.
You got your numbers guy already?
Yeah, he tell me, Dad, this is what you need to do. You need to post on this day at this time. I'm like, relax, dude. I should probably listen to him though. He might know way more than I do,
Yeah, he probably does, man. He break down the stats.
Yeah. But no, dude. I mean, I was just having fun. I know I didn't really answer your question when you asked me about what the future for Talking Again podcast and what I have set for. And I'm still. It's the same. I'm the same question. Having fun. Obviously, with time, try to improve with anything that you do. If it's a hobby, if it's work related, you're gonna try to improve. Even in life with your kids, your children. You want to always do better and improve as you get older and within time. So that's all it is. Make the show better, keep doing it, and if I can make some cash with it, that'd be awesome. If not, we're good. It's just a hobby. So Lakers finally won the game, 114-113 in overtime. So
they pulled it out. Okay, great, man.
That's like the third overtime, bro. Fuck.
I know. Yeah, I think they went overtime last game too.
Yeah, they did.
And yeah, man. Hey, I love your background. I always, give you props on the cornhole, the Lakers cornhole and the Dodgers one, and then there you go, man. I love the tap room. I don't know what. Then I don't know about what. I don't know what happened with the other side. It should be Rams. It should be Rams right there, brother.
The Rams. Hey, you guys got Matt Stafford. That's a good pickup right there.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens, brother, man. But yeah, man. Hey, I want to thank you for coming on, man. And you're always welcome back here, man. I got to get you on the podcast for the full podcast on Profile Pod and ASAP, man. And we got Mega Man in the house. What's up, Mega Man? Oh, he's giving you props. I know he's a Bay Area fan.
49ers. That's right.
He likes the Giants. He likes the Warriors, the Niners, and it's really sad to see. But no, man, no.
Growing up, man, I wasn't allowed to be a Raider fan when they were here in LA. So, my parents were like, Raiders are for cholos. So I had to pick another team, and luckily for me, the team that was winning when I was watching was the 49ers. So, am I a bandwagon fan? Yeah, but aren't we all?
Yeah. Hey, man, the Raiders are for cholos. I always gravitated toward the Rams when they were here, and then they left, and then I'm a hometown guy, man. So they left, and I said, I can't follow. I'm gonna just be neutral. I didn't have a team for, I don't know what it was when they leave 95 through 2017. So then they came back. So I'm like, okay, now I got my team back, and here we are. The 69ers. Juan Casillas, what's up, man? He's in the house. But hey, brother. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let's continue to collaborate in the future, man. I'm gonna continue to watch you flourish and keep doing your thing, brother, man. And thank you so much for taking the time to be here on Chopping It Up with DoubleAA, man. Any shout outs or get some shout outs, and where can we connect with you, brother, on social media and everything?
Thanks. I appreciate that, man, for you having me on and allowing me this time, 15 minutes. And it's just that alone, man. It's awesome. You get to quickly chop it up, get it handled, and that's cool, So, they can find me IG, Talking Again Podcast, Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I really don't use it. That's for the older people. And then there, I do have some older fans, So, what else? I think YouTube, Talking Again podcast. Everything's on Instagram pretty much. But yeah, I got some couple good shows. I got the Young Quicks coming out this Tuesday or the following Tuesday. I have a live this Friday with Big Syph of formerly of Power 106. He was the Mr. Worldwide Pitbull's personal DJ or Big Syph. That guy's coming on.
Oh wow!
Big Syph. And on the live, and then on Monday I have another live with Melanie. She's coming out. She's a 911 or 911 dispatcher, so that'll be interesting. She's got some stories.
Cool.
Yeah, just having fun. You know?
Yeah, man. She's gonna be on your podcast.
Yeah, she'll be live, and then her episode will be on the following Tuesdays, not the 16th, but the following.
Gotcha. In the tap, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, brother. Hey, it's funny about the Facebook thing. People keep saying that's for older people. That's for older. So I don't know at which point do I fall into that category, bro? It's
I think you're still good unless if that's your go-to method of reaching out to people on Facebook, then you're considered old. If it's your second or third, you're still good.
Hey, brother, man. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Fidel a host of Talking Again podcast. Go check him out. Check out the podcast. He's on YouTube. He's on IG. He's all over the place, man. And you will not be disappointed with his podcast. So thanks again, brother. I really appreciate you, man. And we'll be in touch soon, man.
Coming soon.
Oh, there it is. Oh, man, you got a sweatshirt and damn, I need to get with it, man. You got the merch already. You got the stickers and coasters and
there we go, man. Coming soon. I'll be posting something pretty soon.
Oh shit! Giveaway time! All right, Fidel. Thanks again, brother.
Have a good one.
You too, man. You take care, brother. We'll see you soon.
Adios.
All right, man. There it is. Fidel of Talking Again podcast on the debut episode of Chopping It Up with AA, right here live on YouTube, live streaming, baby. Live streaming, man. And this is a show where I usually get a script and my talking points and I do all that, but this is a free-flowing, freestyle, anything goes podcast, man. Where I'll come on, and just go with the flow, man. Go with the flow and just wing it, and it's always fun to do that, man. I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done this in a long time where I've just kind of gone on and freestyled. And this is what it's all about, though. This is what it's all about, man. So let's bring on our next guest, man. Our next guest is very unique individual. He is very, very. He's been creating a lot of buzz lately, or who knows how long, but he's always creating a buzz, because he's very to the point, man. He's forthright. He's doesn't lie. He's just completely brutally honest. If you can say that. He is, I like when on his episodes he has a disclaimer. This may not be suitable for all listeners. So, but he's not unapologetic, and that's okay, man. That's okay. He tells the truth, and the truth is the most powerful thing, man. And I'm really glad that he accepted my invitation. We tried to get him, try to do this a couple weeks ago. I had some stuff happened. I had to cancel out last minute, and he's gracious enough to give me another chance. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my man, Jose Ramos, the host of Ranting with Ramos. Welcome, Jose. How are you, brother?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, good, man. How are you?
Thanks for having me on, man. I'm doing good.
Good to have you here, man. Thanks again taking the time, brother. And what's new with you, man? How was your day today, brother?
It was good, man. Kind of busy day, kind of hectic in the morning. I was at one of my jobs for like 4 hours, so but it's cool.
Okay.
I was just focused on coming on tonight, so it made it cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? Hey, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah. No, you're good, brother.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, man, you had me rolling today. I was listening to your episode with places to eat in LA.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about one of the vendors and how you were completely disgusted by this guy he had his gloves on, he's on his cell phone, and he's serving food, he's cooking and shit.
Yeah, like we should. And before I saw that, like I was on to eating the al pastor tacos. They were really good, and then I was in line, and this guy, he was like chopping up the meat with gloves on, and holding the meat down and chopping it. I was gonna see him walk away, and he gets on his phone, dude, with the same gloves, right? And I'm thinking, you know what? When he's done, he's gonna take the gloves off. He goes back and he starts chopping the meat. I'm like, damn. But luckily, I didn't order. I saw that I ordered a pastor, so he didn't have his hands in that,
Jeez, man. But you talking about, hey, I know a lot of guys they'll go take a shit while they're on their phone. You're like, I know I do.
I do that, I'm like, hey, man, everyone be honest.
Yeah.
So they say your phone is dirtier than the toilet, so that's funny, man.
I know, man, but you had me rolling, brother. Who's the young lady with you on? Who's your co-host, man? Liz.
That's my wife.
Oh,
that's my wife. Yeah, Liz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
She sounds young, but she sounds really young. But she looks really young too. But yeah, that's my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Liz. Liz, yeah. Okay, I got her name.
Ramos, that's my wife. Man. Yeah, she's been going on with me lately. We did like a Valentine's Day one. You'll probably check it out. That one comes after the food one. And at first she was kind of shy, and then she's like, "Hey, we'll do it." It's normal. It's just like talking, like right now. You were talking.
Yeah.
No,
Cool, man. No doubt, man. No, I really like what you do, Jose, man. It's very original. Your style, man. He's just to the point. You like to speak the truth, man. And have you always been like that, Jose? Is that the way you've always been?
I have, man. I've always been like that, man. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been like that. Always, man. It's just the only way I've known to be. My mom's like that too. So it's in the blood.
Yeah.
I don't like to be a hypocrite, and I don't like to be fake. So a lot of people don't like me because of that, but the ones that do like me, they're really, really cool with me. It's like it sounds cliche, but either you like me a lot, or you're cool with me, or you hate me, So there's no in between, You seem to think I'm cool, so But
no doubt,
that's just the way it is, man. Everywhere, everywhere I work, maybe out of like 10 people, maybe 2 people will be cool with me, and the rest are like whatever,
Right. But that's the way it goes, right now.
Yeah.
But and you grew up in where'd you grow up at?
San Gabriel, California. Yeah, they named the San Gabriel Valley after it. Yeah. But back in that time, it was crazy, man. Like gang infested, fucking drive-bys. It was crazy, man. But I was always a new wave kid. So, but luckily, all my friends accepted me, and they were cool with me, because when it came down to fight, I was there, I've always been like that, like that's why rarely I hang out with people, because for me to hang out with you, you got to be down, because if you're gonna get in a fight, I'm gonna back you up. So I expect the same thing, you know what I mean? So I'm very picky with who I hang out with, And
I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. You got to be though.
And a lot of times when they see someone like me, I'm a big dude. I'm almost 300 pounds. I'm almost 6 foot tall. A lot of times they see someone like me with them, and they act up, thinking that, I'm gonna fucking cause a ruckus because this was gonna whoop everyone's ass. But I'm not even like that, that's my last thing I want to do is fight. But if I have to, fuck, it's on. I'm gonna crack some skulls open.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. No, you said you mentioned new wave. I know you're a big Smiths fan, and big the Curious, Morrissey,
Morrissey,
that whole thing, Depeche Mode, right? I can imagine
all that. Yeah, it all goes hand in hand, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then from there too, I like a lot of psychobilly. Psychobilly is like punk rock mixed with rockabilly. It's like if Elvis and Frankenstein made music,
Okay,
that's the way to describe it.
Yeah. Who are some groups that would fall into that category?
Mad Sin, let's see, the Quakes, Asmodeus, and then a really good band. I just interviewed this homeboy, Chris Torres from Los Difuntos, and he's local from East LA. Los Difuntos, check that one out. That's my latest one. That's a really, really good episode. This kid's talented. I've known him for years, but I finally sat down with him, and I've known him from the scene, and we finally sat down and spoke, and really cool kid, really creative. He's a poet, musician, everything.
Okay, yeah, Los Difuntos, and that already dropped. That episode dropped already.
Yeah, it just dropped. It's just that I'm having trouble right now with the iTunes and shit. Because I got upset at Anchor because they stopped fucking giving me funding me. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's cool. But all of a sudden they fucking because Spotify took over, so they cut my funds. I guess if you're kind of controversial, they cut your funds. So I was mad. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking move to Red Circle. But then I thought that sucks. So right now the link's kind of broken. So I'm trying to fix that. But if you wanna listen to an episode, you can go on Spotify. Spotify has it for sure. But right now I'm working with Apple. That guy's pretty cool. He actually gets back to me right away, and we're gonna get that fixed. So because my Apple, a lot of my listeners, almost 50% of my listeners are on Apple. So
okay,
I'm redirecting them. Hey, for now, go to Spotify. if you want to listen, you know.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah. I've seen the comments, man. People, Anchor and Apple are hating. East Los Pride. We got Mega Man here. Juan Casillas, High Cruiser.
What's up, Mega Man? What's up, Juan Casillas? That's my little brother, Juan Casillas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good one coming up. I'm gonna release it on Sunday with me and him. Badass fucking story where I saved his life. I released a little sample of it yesterday because I'm producing it right now to speak, and it's gonna be a really, really good episode where I saved his life, man. You'll see it's a really, really good episode. It's gonna be episode 31.
Okay. Yeah. I can't wait to see that, man.
It's gonna be really good.
Definitely, man. Yeah, man. I was listening to a lot of your stuff today, man, and kind of prepping for tonight. And you were talking a lot about the places that you've worked and people that you've worked with, and the manager, like most managers don't do shit, and
they don't do shit, man.
Yeah, but you had one manager that was down, and he
like my manager that I've had. Shout out Ryan Mollet. He's a Filipino dude, and he speaks Spanish. He speaks Spanish, so he speaks Spanish. And this guy, when I first, usually I'm pretty good. I have something called discerning of spirits, where I can see someone and I can tell if they're gonna be cool or they're gonna be assholes, right? So, but when I saw him, it didn't work because I thought he was gonna be an asshole because the way he looked, right? And I even told him, I thought you were gonna be an asshole. He helped me. He's helped me out so much in my life, spiritually. Just helping me get to the next level too. Like when I was working at some place called Easy Lube where I would change oil. He's like, "Hey man, we're hiring for a manager. Come apply." And he got me an interview, but it was up to me to do good in the interview and pass the test where it showed that, I was knowledgeable with parts and shit like that. Because I've always been working on cars. I know how to work on cars, tattoo, cut hair, a bunch of shit, man. I know how to do, man.
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah. You were saying you've done a lot of stuff, and you were telling a story about, you've always been one to, if something broke, hey, it's not going to break again, so I'm going to try to put it together. See if I can get the shit working again.
Ever since I was a little kid, man, my brother's gonna fucking laugh at this. I just remember, and we had a fucking TV in the living room, right? And I took it apart, and I fucking wired some speakers to the outside. So we had the speakers that were on the TV, and I wired some outside speakers on the outside. My stepdad got all upset and shit, but I think he ended up disconnecting them, and the wires touched, and it shorted out the TV. But the way I had it was cool because I ran the fucking speakers outside, and it was like surround sound and shit. I've always been into doing shit like that.
Hey, that's cool, man. So you learned probably just the trial and error, huh? Doing stuff.
Yeah, trial and error. Yeah, because it's already fucked up. You're gonna break it anymore, So so I also like working on guitar on it and stuff like that, man. I've always been. It's good to know a bunch of different things, Always, And right now, before the casting, like 2 years ago, I bought I settled. And because he likes making beats, and my son's a really good musician. He's a really good guitarist. He's actually a better musician than me, and he's trying to play guitar since I was a little kid. I've always had guitars, right? I've always been, and I was a young father, so I never really had a chance to play. But son, like in the summer, I was like 16, or like he would go to my brother's house. My brother would be like, "Look, play this." He'd pick it up. My brother's a really good musician too. I never put enough time into it, and I do so many other fucking things that I don't really focus on one thing. So, but so I was making music. Prior to this, I was making music, and that's why if you notice on my podcast, like the way I describe it to people, it's like fucking virtual reality without the glass. So on the earphones, you hear sounds. I describe it. I slow it down a little bit. I want you to be there, see it, smell it, taste it, all that.
Hey Jose, dude, that's great, man. That's awesome. You just said that because when I was listening to one of your episodes today, you were telling a story. Oh man, about somebody got shot, and then right at that moment, you said that the sound effect of a gunshot going off.
Heard it.
And that shit gave me like a holy shit, man. Like a whole different. It gave me like some kind of feeling, bro. And and I was like caught off guard.
That must have been the one where because Bjork.
Yeah,
Bjork's from the 90s. Okay, sure. Well, he had a stalker, some big Puerto Rican fool, and that's what I was talking about. Then he shot himself. And you hear it. I recorded that. I plugged it into my real quick in my room, and played it back. If try listening to it again, right after you hear the shot, you hear like some voice. So it tripped me out because there was nobody in the room with me.
What?
I had a voice on there. So I think maybe it was like a spirit or something. I've never seen a spirit, but yeah, because I listened to my podcast again, so I'm here. But after you hear the gunshot, you hear like, I'm gonna try to play it back, but you hear something in there. Like, listen to it again. You're gonna hear. I didn't add that on there. That's not something that I added. Maybe,
wow.
Maybe something happened, or since I was talking about it.
That's interesting, man. I got to go back and listen to that, man. That is interesting. Yeah, that's
you
cool,
can find
man.
that guy.
That.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can find that guy's video. Blocker, but if you're kind of in your head, because guy's like, he just talks about it and he's got a shirt off and he's naked but can't see his parts because his stomach is covered. This guy all of a sudden, like, he's like, I'm gonna do it, and then TV, it's pretty crazy, dude. It just takes you inside of his mind, because on YouTube there's like Bjork Stalker, and he's like, because he's upset because she ended up being with some guy named is you effing N-word, I can't believe she's that disgusting guy, and she was upset. He kind of felt that he was with her already, and he was upset. That's why he did it. So it was pretty crazy,
man. No, yeah, you were telling that story. I had never interesting story, man. And
there's also one.
Go ahead.
There's also one that I'm sorry, to cut you off. There's also one where they're I don't know which it might be episode 5, but where it might be either episode 5 or 2, but where me and my homeboy Fidel is my neighbor, right? We hear the train honking like crazy because we used to live right next to the railroad tracks, and maybe like 100 feet from the railroad tracks, right? And all of a sudden you hear the ambulance and the police. So me and him and my brother walked over there. As we're walking over there, we look over, and all of a sudden I see like a Nike Air Force high top, like a basketball, the Air Flights with F, right? I see somebody picking it up from the bottom of and as they're picking it up, there's a leg attached. And what happened was, as soon as that happened, I was just looking at it. I was like, fuck, like, I was activated looking at it, And my neighbor, Fernando, he ran. He started screaming and he fucking ran. That's how a normal person's supposed to react, And he fucking ran away. I continued looking, and they got the leg and they stuck it into a plastic bag, right? And then I'm seeing as they're bringing the dude, he's in the fucking, they got him in the stretcher, right? And they're cutting his pants with the scissors. I was probably like 11 or 10, but I wasn't scared. I was just watching, and I think because of me and my neighbors, the Moon brothers, Eddie and Steve, we watch a lot of Faces of Death, man. So that really desensitized me watching that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy story. Yeah, but in that story, if you listen to the podcast, you can actually hear. I was like, so we hear the train, and you hear the ambulance. It's pretty good, man.
Which episode is that? I'm sorry.
I believe it's either 2 or 5 for sure.
Okay.
It's probably Los Chiquillos, number 5.
Okay.
So that's what we call our neighbors, Los Chiquillos.
Yeah, that's a unique thing that you do, man. I love that, man. And Antonio Lopez describes it really well. It's almost like the days before TV, and when you listen to the radio, you can just close your eyes and picture it. You know what I mean?
Who's that? Antonio Lopez.
Antonio Lopez.
Shout out Lopez Avila, man. He's a really supporter of my podcast.
Oh, what's up, Antonio?
Yeah, I appreciate that. This guy's really cool guy, man. He doesn't need to be I appreciate that, because they don't need to be, they take the time to screenshot your what they're listening to and share it. That's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah,
so I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
it makes you at least someone's listening,
What's that?
And it makes you feel like at least someone's listening,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But for me, usually, I do it because for instance, it's also like I've been hearing other podcasts, and it's like you're like documenting, you're leaving something, for like when you're gone, unless Spotify cancels it or whatever, but it'll be somewhere in the feed,
Exactly.
It's like you're leaving something, and I want to leave a mark. Also with me, like at first I kind of started just like speak on my life and stuff, right? And like how I grew up. I still continue to leave stories and stuff, but sometimes actually my second episode was about my life, and the third episode I had to do something about what was happening to the vendors and stuff. I was like, you know what? This is way more important than me. I got do something about this. I gotta make an episode. I gotta let people know what's going on, So I did that, and I was watching Instagram a lot, right? And then I was listening to the Mega Man's podcast, and I heard the Hood Santa, right? So then I started following him. I was like, this guy's fucking cool. So I started following him, right? And then I saw that he was buying the pepper shit, right? So then that inspired me. So then I was hand out pepper sprays. Who's down? Nobody give me any money at that time. I didn't have too much money, so I bought about 4 of them because they're about $10 a piece, right? So I went out there. My wife documented it that I was doing it, so people could see, hey, look, we are doing this. Once people saw me, I had people from fucking Florida, New York. My daughter shared it on TikTok, and people were sending me money, and all that money, dude, God is my witness, all of it I used to give people, So it was really cool, man. It wasn't as high as him. How he did a lot because he had more help, but he was doing mainly Long Beach. I was in South Central, all these different areas, LA, and a lot of people say, yeah, we're. And I don't like to be like that, man, because you can say all this shit and not do anything. People can see what you do. You can say all this shit, but people are at the end of the day, I'm down for the ground and all this shit. And if I'm not out there doing, especially me, because I'm here, we're at ground zero where it's happening. I'm not saying everyone's supposed to do that, but it's me or it's like, dude, like we're like the hardest working people. And like last week, I believe there was some people that set up on the street like a taco stand, right? Asking the shit out of the people, and started hitting the lady with a fucking baton. There today across the street, and I was, hey, is that the place? And I checked it out, and they're like, yeah, we got abuse, and and it sucks because what happened is the inspectors came, right, and the people that were actually purchasing was getting crazy with the inspectors. So then they feared for their life, and they called the cops, and they started being vendors. So not only do they have to worry about people jacking them. It's look at it as like, let's say if you don't want to eat the food, or let's say, for example, they're worried about us getting diarrhea or whatever, or getting food poisoning. It's up to you. Like if I want to spend, it's my, it's up to me. It's money. You know what I mean? But what it is they want to tax it. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's why they bother them.
Yeah. No, I heard your episode, one of your episodes where you were going on the street, man. You were passing out those pepper sprays and or mace, whatever it was. Yeah, and you were actually, you were just telling the talk of the vendors, man. Say, hey, you were talking to them in Spanish, and like, here you go, man. That was really cool, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's unique. That's really super, unique stuff you were doing, man. Cool journalism. Yeah, cool.
You're actually. I was talking at first. He was kind of scared, like, nah, dude. We're just recording so people can see to spread awareness. You're not in trouble. He said, hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, last week some 2 black kids were gonna rob me, but help me, and they scared him away. He's like, you know what? Can I have one from my wife? I'm like, yeah, man. And we give him one for his wife. We even purchased some corn. He was trying to hook me up. I said, nah, man. I'm not. No. Take the money. He was trying to give us the corn for free. I'm like, not here. And we ended up paying him, but it was cool because like you could hear the ambiance, and it's like you're out there in the streets, and I don't know. It's for me, it's like it really hit home because my mom used to sell food too. At one time, she, just to make ends meet, she'd be selling food and stuff, and so I can it really hits home, to me.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. So how long have you been podcasting now, Jose?
I started 4th of July, 5th. That's when I started. Yeah, so I've only been doing it for like 7 months, maybe.
7 months.
7 months. 7 plus 5. Yeah, 7 months. I'm doing it for 7 months. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, shit. 7 months. But you know what helped me is music production. I've been for 2 years. So that program that I use for the music, that's what I'm using to add the effects, to add my music. A lot of the music that you hear in my podcast is my music. A lot of it is, let's say like 95% of it is my music.
Okay.
All that music you hear is I'm making it. Yeah, it's my music. Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah. Right now, the music the back burner because the podcast is giving me like more success and more people finding out about it. So that's what I'm kind of focusing more on is the podcast. But the music, I still, make music to add to the podcast. But the idea, what I want to do in a couple of years is have like about 30 something songs on Spotify under it's called Death Below, DETHBLOW on SoundCloud. Also on Instagram, I have that Death Below 1. I got music on there. The idea is I want to have the way this music is like you make a drum beat and a bass and whatever instrument you want to play live, you omit that. So you let's say you want to play guitar live, you take the guitar out, and then someone will play the guitar live. You know, it's very minimalistic. And what I want to do is I want to play live and have my son either play the bass, play the guitar, the keyboards. He can play and just sing. You know, I'm not that good of a singer, but I'm all right. You know.
Yeah, no, I hear. What do you play any instruments?
I'm not so good, but I have music on there. You know, I can like we used to jam. Me and my brother and my son. We used to play psychobilly, which is the music I was telling you.
Yeah.
Plays the upright bass. My son plays the guitar, and I play the drums. I try to play the drums. It sounds all right, you know. We're getting pretty good for a while. We just stopped all of a sudden. We're jamming at a studio.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Feelings, man. Yep. When you're making music, you look over and you see your son playing the guitar, man. Like it's incredible, man. And you look over, you look on the other side, you see your brother and your family, and you're making music. And you know what? We're pretty good. Like we're pretty good. We just stopped playing, but there's a lot of bands that in the scene that my homeboy shout out Chris from Los Difuntos touched on that. He's like, you don't have to sound like the Meteors or the Mean Traders. Those are like very famous bands, but everyone wants to have that sound. Like the singer sounds like SpongeBob, and that's what people try to sound. Like on the guitars. Our psychobilly that we're making is more like an American psychobilly, which is more like it's called the Quakes. It's got more Billy in it, you know. So Billy's more rockabilly, more like, you know, yeah. There's some that's like too heavy, where it's like it shouldn't be psychobilly, but whatever. But yeah, and that was really fun, especially like with my son. As like, I did it mainly for him because nowadays all these kids, no kids want to make bands. They want to be, you know, making fucking what's that shit? What do they call that shit? That what do they call that fucking music?
I don't know.
I can't think anymore, man.
Trap. I don't know.
Trap, exactly. Yeah. Which my son he knows how to make all the beats and all that shit too. But he's all around good musician. Man, I'm lucky with my son. He's so fucking badass at music. Yeah, that's really proud, man, because he's a really good kid. He's only 20 years old. He's going to be 21 in May. Oh, really good kid, man. He's a genius at the guitar. Like he can play like there's a lot of bands that are local that people say that they're good. Dude, my son will fucking blow him out of the water, man. Guitar wise, fuck. Yeah, man. He's like
very cool, man.
Really good. It's 21. Yeah, he's only 21. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an old man. I'm gonna be 41 next year.
Dude, dude, I'm older than you, brother.
Oh yeah.
I have a 19-year-old son.
Oh, cool.
And yeah. So he just turned 19.
You know what they say though? Like it's true, man. Like you're only as old as you feel. I still feel like I'm in my fucking 20s. Sometimes I fucking act like it, unfortunately, you know. But you know, it's just, you're only as old as you feel, you know.
It's just a number, man.
It's just a number. But you know what? Like what I was saying, as far as like the controversy and shit, like I was posting a lot of like not political, but like what people would call quote unquote conspiracies and shit. And I wasn't talking about it. I'm not talking about it. You know, I looked on that truthfinder.com. I said, you know, you might be flagged for fucking, you know, I may be a part of a fucking hate group. And then I put two and two together, and I see that fucking Anchor cut my fucking sponsorship. I don't know if you're still going. If it is, and then it's just aimed towards me because Mega, you know. So maybe I'm talking too fast, but let me slow down a little bit. So then I see that, right? And then all of a sudden, what happened this weekend is my wife's and my accounts. So she calls me, hey, babe, my card's not working. I'm like, you know what? Maybe somebody tried to use it and shit. Cool, you know? Let's try to get you another card. Let's try to figure it out, right? So half an hour later, because I'm going to leave to go do a podcast, I go get my kids Danny's, right? I pay with my card, declined, right? I use my phone, declined, right? Okay, I'm fucked. Now it's kind of weird, right? So that happened, whatever. And then some fucking lame ass dude. He saw when I posted, I was like, you know what? I'll stop posting the truth. Please unlock my accounts, right? So this fool starts commenting on there. He's I don't know if he's a fucking lame, but this guy is a podcast too, like hip hop. So fucking starts commenting like, oh, you really think that they care about what a Chicano's doing? You think they follow what we're doing? I'm like, of course they do, man, because we're the majority, man. You think we're the minority, majority, we have the power. Imagine if everybody else started thinking like that and fucking got face and they fucking knew the truth and they started thinking, at least not agreeing with all the conspiracy theories, but just seeing that other shit out there and just common sense, dude. Like, okay, like I was listening today to a podcast. I was listening to the Emo Brown show. It's a really fucking good show. I sent you guys a link. Check it out. He's really good. He's in San Diego, Chicano, Mexican. Okay. And I was saying, like, he's speaking and saying that, okay, so it's cool to go to a bar, right? Wear a mask, right? And once you go to the bar, you can take off the mask. And so what the fuck is the point of having the mask if you're at the bar or eating? And if it's so easy of a fucking disease, I don't know, man. I know a lot of people are gonna get sad because they're saying, "Oh, I have a loved ones that died of it or whatever," but they're blaming everything on that, you know. But anyway, that guy was trying to say that, like who the hell are we as Chicanos that they're gonna think that we're a threat? And like, you know what, dude, you might not think that we're powerful, but we're powerful, dude. Yeah. That just shows me how weak he is. This is a guy who I saw him on a video, and he was saying, "I'm mad because the black people don't give us enough credit. You know, like, why don't they give us any credit? Like, fuck them. All you got to do is stop listening to music. We're the ones that go to the concerts. We're the ones that buy their fucking CDs. Stop buying their shit and buy our fucking Chicano shit. And that's how we're gonna fucking come up. And don't fucking cry about, oh, they don't want to give us recognition. Fuck them. Let's make our own fucking shit. You know what I mean?
It's a great point. That's a great point.
Because like he's like, oh, don't get sad, bro. It's like, come on, now, who the fuck are you to come at me and ask me all these fucking? And I said, look, you're basing all this shit you're telling me off of one post that you read off. You know, he only read that one post where I said, leave my shit alone, whatever. I said, you don't even listen to my podcast. You don't even see my other posts. So how the fuck do you know what I'm talking about? You're just basing it on one fucking text, on one fucking post. But I was like, man, it got me pissed off. I was, you know what, this guy's fucking lame, whatever. He's complaining why black people don't give us credit in the rap game, because we got to make our own fucking credit. You know what I mean? If this is somebody who thinks that we're not a voice, that we're not powerful. So how the fuck am I going to take whatever the fuck he's got to say into consideration? He doesn't exist in my book because we're fucking powerful as fuck. But he doesn't see that. And if you don't see that, I don't want to deal with you, man.
Exactly, man. No, I know, Jose. It's man, we're the I mean, shit. I think we're the majority in California now, right? The population.
We are, man. But people, I don't know, and they look to other things and they look to other problems that aren't even our problems. And like like the whole kids in cages thing and Vander's getting attacked. But when all that shit was happening, everyone was on the Black Lives Matter. But then look what they were doing to our people. You know what I mean? I know it's not all of them, but still, like, you got to be smart, man. You know what I mean? You touch the fire, that shit burns you. Don't fuck with the fire anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey.
No doubt, man. Jose, man, what are some what are some things that some goals that you have for the podcast here? In what direction do you think you're going to take it here in the near future?
To be honest, like right now, surprisingly and luckily, I've been I got my brother on. He's a really good guest. Just get more guests on there. But if not, because I still have plenty of stories and stuff. A lot of people seem to like the stories. Also, I get a lot of feedback from my wife on there because it's like we've been married for 21 years. So
wow.
If you notice, I'm talking and she'll finish my sentence. She'll know exactly what I'm gonna say, and that's what it is in real life too. So it's really cool, like I'm saying, boom, she'll finish my sentence right away, So that's a really good. And because it's like fuck, like she's a perfect co-host because she knows everything about me. I know everything about her. So it really works. But yeah, I want to get my
chemistry's there.
Yeah, the chemistry. So I want to get more, more guests on and stuff like that. But if not, I can always rant and that's the reason. That's how it all started because when one of the drivers there, he's like, I would always just like people would talk about something, and I would just talk about it. Hey, fuck this, and I would just talk about it. And like, you know what, dude, you should make a podcast because you're always ranting. It's called Ranting with Ramos, and that's how I got the name because I was always doing that shit. Anyways, if you look at my stories, I'll share my Facebook post. And there'll be like some classic shit that I said back in the day that one of them said on today's Ranting with Ramos. This is before this even existed. I was writing that on today's Ranting with Ramos, this and that,
Yeah.
Why are these guys fucking training their Pokemons in front of the fucking bank and shit like that, people train their Pokemon gyms.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that, man. But yeah, you know what? Usually I don't video kill the radio star. I'm at a podcast. I was like, man, I don't usually go on here,
Yeah. No,
I'm having fun, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
This
you
is
seem
really
like
fun.
you're having fun, man. You got yourself a platform,
yeah.
and like I
Yeah.
said, man, I think what you do is super original, man. And you and your wife have a good. I think obviously you've been married 21 years. I think you said,
Yeah.
and so there's a good chemistry there, man. You guys know each other, and she's like the perfect complement. You guys complement each other really well. It really works. It sounds really
Yeah.
good when you listen to it, and so it's going to be interesting to see where you guys go and which direction, because you got a lot of momentum going, man.
And it's crazy if you see us in person, we look like the number 10. I'm the fucking big ass 0. She's a 1. She's skinny.
Oh,
People always say, "Hey, what are you doing with that guy? He's a big dude or whatever, you know." But hey, everyone has different tastes, you know. Some people like big people, some people like skinny people, you know. If we all like the same shit, it would be cool. You know?
Exactly.
But yeah, you know, you asked me, I didn't even answer your question about goals. And to be honest, to know that I always say this, that there's different ways of doing things. You don't have to just follow the norm and just afraid to try new things, you know. Like you know, like with me, like you know, when you're younger, like, oh, my voice sucks, I don't care, I don't even care what I sound like, you know, I'm gonna do it anyways, you know. So I know a lot of people want to do things, but they're afraid. But you know, just do it, you know. Like, I mean, because you only have one life, and that's what I realized, man. Like, someone's like, oh fuck, I'm fat or I'm not good looking, but hey, dude, this is a life that you have, and you might as well enjoy it, because this is the only life that you have, you know. And it's short, it's a short life. Like I'm 40, gonna be 41 in April, and I'm thinking, fuck, I only got 20 years. I'll probably make it to 60 if I'm lucky. But you know, I just try to enjoy everything and try to do as much things as I can, you know, learn new things and new experiences, and just, you know, enjoy life.
That's the spirit, brother. That's the spirit you got to have, man. Yeah. But hey, brother, you know what, man? I'd like to have you on the Profile Pod TV as soon as possible. We'll do a full episode, man, and because I think what you do is super cool, man. And you could, then that's the beauty about podcasting. Going back to what you just said,
yeah,
you could take it in any direction, man. It's your thing, it's your podcast, and you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. So
you know, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I say in my trailer, you know. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm gonna discuss food, politics, and whatever the fuck I want to talk about, you know. Kind of sounds like Bam Margera about you know. Yeah. You know, it's the truth, you know. I mean, that's last time I had the homeboy, he's like, oh, can I cuss? I'm like, yeah, you can say the fuck you want to say, you know. If they don't want to listen to it, they can shut it off.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Like what I say a lot is a fuck cancel culture, because when I just go, oh, I don't like what they're saying about this, well, listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, just like if someone doesn't like my podcast, don't listen to it. It's that easy. There's no need to try to cancel it. It just doesn't mean that they have to fucking cancel it. No one has to fucking cater to you, you know? And everyone has this fucking weak ass mentality. That's what I say. I said, look, it's not for the weak-minded or easily offended. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Reverse psychology. I use a lot of reverse weak-minded or easily offended. You want to listen and give it a chance. You know what I mean? At least that's the way you know what I mean? It's reverse psychology. You know what I mean? And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And that are going to talk about whatever it is. Lay low on the whole fucking conspiracy. Eventually, I wasn't gonna be like the things that you look up on the internet or certain words that you use. This motherfucker, he's not gonna put mask. He's not gonna take the vaccine. They know that. They think I'm crazy, you know. Instead of like maybe it's or just listen to what I'm saying, but look, do your own research. You know, and people are just afraid to do that, and I you know, I come up on that fucking list. Then a fucking Anchor takes my money away. My putting a lot of money, like I said, but that shows me. And now my fucking so it's like, is it worth it? No, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
People, it was really affecting my family directly, or like for the starts up again, yeah, I'm gonna be out there. But as far as like spreading, I'm gonna lay low. It's not worth it, you know. It's really not, I don't fucking hear it, you know. Like even some guy, oh no, no more bullshit. That as bullshit instead of trying to do their own research. But so I'm gonna kind of kick back on that a little bit. Because in the end, people don't care. They just want to listen to the news, fucking go to sleep. You know?
Yep. No, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
No, I
like too little bit wasted on that shit. Yeah. Because they're way, but for me, it's like I said, if you like it, it's not a big deal. And like, there's a lot of people, a lot of podcasts like yours. You're I don't know if you're Latino, you're Mexican, right? You sound Mexican American.
I'm Latino, yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, okay. Are you first generation? You sound first generation. You first generation? Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay.
Born,
even though that's what you are, you're not considered as a Latino Mexican American podcaster because you're of a lot of different audiences and stuff like that. But me, that's what you are. Of course, we don't want to be putting these fucking on the shelf. Like that's we all want to be known as podcasters, but no matter what, that's what you are. But you're a podcaster, right? But there's a lot of other podcasters that say they're Latino podcasters or this and that, but really they're afraid to our people know what's really going on. Like, they're proud of like some other people's achievements and they count them as ours when our culture is so rich and it's so powerful, and they're afraid to get canceled. I hear it all the time because I listen to podcasts and Mexican American podcasts which call themselves Latinos, and they say, oh, you don't want to get canceled. Like me, I don't give a fuck. Cancel me, if people are gonna listen to, they're gonna listen no matter what. I'll find a way, you know what I mean? And so I don't live in fear of that. How are you? Why they're letting society silence them? You know what I mean? Which is by not spreading the. But I'm gonna kind of I'm still gonna look into it, but I'm not gonna share as much. Maybe just on my podcast, but not in my post. But I'm gonna do as much as I can where I can. But I'm not gonna fucking let them censor me, 100%. And because what's the point of that? We're all going to sound the same. We're going to talk about, oh, this is what happened on the news. Did you guys see the inauguration? Oh, yeah, that was cool. Oh, I'm happy that fucking Joe Biden, the molester, fucking pedophile, is fucking president now. You know what I mean? Me, I might seem like I'm more like right wing or Trump and shit, but I don't want to give a fuck about who's in there because no matter what, there's somebody up there controlling them. You know what I mean? There's a puppet master controlling them. No matter. It's sad because a lot of our people are happy that Biden's in there, and oh yeah, we have hope, and it's gonna be the same shit, man.
Exactly.
There's still kids in cages. There's still it's crazy, man. But whatever.
It's a vicious cycle, bro. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, man. Yeah. And a lot of people get it, like I said, but they can't say that they agree with it because they're afraid of getting canceled.
Exactly. Jose, like I said, man, you have a very original and cool perspective, man. I love what you do, and we got to do a full-fledged episode, man. And I want to thank you for coming on, chopping it up with DoubleAA, the debut episode, man. Where can the good people find you? Where can they connect with you, Jose?
On Instagram, I'm on RantingwithRamos Podcast. And then if you want to see some of my personal stuff or like my music or concerts that I've been to, because I'm a really big Morrissey fan and the Cure fan, you see like concert footage from like on the front row. Every time I see Morrissey or the Cure, I've got to be in the front. I can't be in the back. I'm fucking spoiled already. But that is, you'll hear my music too. It's Deathblow. That's DETHBLOW1. Deathblow1. If you want to hear my music, it's DETHBLO on SoundCloud. And I've got plenty of music. It's just instrumentals because I haven't sung over there though. And that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that. I was checking out Deathblow, and you got some really cool footage on there, man. I was checking out Well I Wonder, The Smiths. I mean, I had never seen that video until I visited your page.
Yeah, it's just him walking in England. Yeah,
man, that's awesome, brother. Hey, brother. Yeah, keep doing your thing, Jose. Keep keep pushing forward, man. And I'm gonna be right there, man, with you, watching you and following you. And like I said, man, let's get together soon. Let's do a full episode. And thanks again, man. Thanks again for coming on and taking the time, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on, man. And we'll do it again whenever. Just let me know. I'm always open for it. Yeah,
absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Well, there you guys have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jose, the host of Ranting with Ramos. You heard him. You know where to find him. Go check him out. Go follow him on Instagram. Check out all his pages, and you will not be disappointed. But I want to thank everybody here in the chat. What's that, bro?
Brown lives matter, man.
Oh, nice. I like that.
That's the real BLM right there, man.
I like it, Jose. I like it, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing, man.
All right, man.
I just want to say a big shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Juan Casillas, Antonio Lopez, Matthew Gallegos was here, Mega Man, Arnold Ramirez, my man, Damian Carrion. Just want to give everyone a shout out.
Thanks everyone.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Who am I missing? Joe Sanchez, my good friend, Pie Cruiser. And who else? I think we got everyone, man. Thank you guys so much for checking in, man. Checking out the debut episode of oh my goodness,
Chopping It Up with the AA.
Can you hear me?
Got the name, huh? Yeah, Chopping It Up with AA.
Chopping It Up with AA. I thought I got cut off there. Chopping It Up with AA. And go check out Profile Pod TV. Subscribe to us on Profile on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts. Give us a rate and review. All that good stuff, man. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. All the platforms, man. I always love interacting with the fans, man, and with the followers, the fans. Well, whatever, man. The followers and the listeners and the viewers, man. So. Because without an audience, we don't have anything, brother. And
remember, all real Mexicans drink Bud Light, man.
My brother drinks that, man. He drinks
good,
man. Bud Light. Yeah, brother. Hey, thanks again, Jose, for being here. Thank everybody for being here, man. We will see you guys next time. You're welcome, brother. And thanks again, everyone. We'll see you soon on Chopping It Up with AA. Next time, I'm thinking of doing this once a month, and we'll just come on, shoot the shit, unscripted, unedited. And we'll just have fun with it, man. So it's a freestyle, free-flowing conversation. Go ahead.
The podcast, is it going to be like this, or is it going to be like through Zoom or Anchor? I'm not afraid of the corona, and I'll meet you halfway. You live like in Northridge, right?
Yeah, I'll Simi Valley.
Yeah, I'll drive, dude. I would, because I noticed you got that Roadcaster. That'd be cool, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
The homeboy has it. Brown has that too. It's pretty cool. I bought the Podcast 4. It's called Podcaster 4 by Zoom. It does kind of the same stuff, but what you have is good because you don't have to do any post production. You put your intro, you edit it. So it's cool. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. And you do the update. They update
the software, the firmware.
The software, exactly. The firmware. Yeah, every several months or whatever. So yeah, man. But so thank you once again, Jose. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next time here. Yeah, we'll do an episode, bro. We'll take care of that. We're gonna handle that, brother.
I'll bring my own mic.
All right. Yeah. All right, Jose. Thanks again for everybody. We'll see you guys, and always remember to take it easy.